Hello everyone, this is my fifth video if you're watching, or excuse me, my sixth video if you're watching. It's August 27th, Saturday, and I know I have been talking about how I'm fixing my insomnia or having sleepless nights, and some of the things that I've been doing over the last few days, such as taking warm shower before going to bed, meditating for 20 minutes, no screen time, and then another thing that I talked about yesterday, which was taking magnesium citrate. 2 tablets of those are starting to make a difference. I'm starting to really fix my sleep, although I wouldn't say that I have fixed it for good or I have fixed it 100%. I'm still getting up in the middle of the night, but my sleep is continuing to get better by doing those 3 things every single day. I also am making sure that I'm sticking to my routine during the day at the top of the day when I get up, which is working out, 20 minutes of meditation, and recording this YouTube video. I worked out this morning and I have another checkbox where it says Saturday on that whiteboard right behind me. I have to say that doing these things aren't easy, and an idea that I'm exploring even more these days, and something that I've been talking to my friends about as well, which is when you're starting something new, things will suck, things will feel uncomfortable. There will be plenty of moments where you will feel like quitting, and it's not because you're not resilient enough, because your brain wants to go automatically into that comfort zone where it is familiar with the surroundings, or where it is familiar with things that gives you joy, and that is usually what makes people want to quit when they're starting something new. And the reason I'm sharing that is these new things that I'm starting, along with starting a new job. There have been several days where I want to quit my job because it doesn't feel interesting enough. And when you're starting something new, things will not be interesting enough because you are new at it. You are not good enough at it. And we tend to, like I said, be happy, or we tend to enjoy doing things when we tend to be good at it. And it's sort of a vicious cycle, and one thing impacts the other, where if you're not good at something, you're not going to enjoy it. And if you're not going to enjoy it, you're not going to do it. And that's what creates this sense of discomfort in your mind, which makes you want to quit things. And that's what I'm experiencing while I'm trying these new things, which is morning and night routine, recording this YouTube video, and changing my lifestyle and getting adjusted to a new job. All of these things are creating a change and are, of course, uncomfortable. And I'm starting to realize that I have to somehow stick with this idea of feeling discomfort as I'm trying a new thing. And that's what I want to share. If you're watching this YouTube video, that if something seems to suck, and when you're trying something new, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new job, new skill, whatever it is, like, lean into that space of discomfort. And in fact, like, be obsessed about wanting to feel uncomfortable. Be obsessed about wanting to have that feeling of discomfort. Be obsessed about wanting that feeling of not liking things. Be obsessed about wanting for things to suck, because that's when you start to really grow as a person. I was watching this YouTube video earlier today about how journey is more important than getting to the destination. What if we just accept accept all these ups and downs we're going to feel as part of the journey, and be obsessed with the journey instead of thinking about the destination, instead of where this journey is going to take us. Be obsessed about the ups and downs and being comfortable with the uncomfortable days and ups and downs and feelings and thoughts and weird negative thoughts that you will have during that journey. If you change your relationship with how that journey is going to feel in the beginning, I think that's when you're going to start to appreciate it, because that's when the growth happens. As they say, growth happens at the end of your comfort zone. And that's when we start to see results. Results do not come immediately. And these are the things I'm preaching into this video, because I'm trying to remind that myself every day as I'm going through this change of starting a new routine, starting a new job, starting to have a different lifestyle, starting to have a different approach, outlook towards life, that it will suck so fucking bad in the beginning. But once you embrace this discomfort, once you develop this mindset that I want to feel awful, I want to feel this discomfort, I want to have this feeling of sucking at something, I want to fail, I want to fail, I have that obsession towards failing, that I want to fail because I'm trying something new. And that's the approach that's the mindset I'm walking into something, that I'm going to fail. And I am okay with it. I think what I have realized that in the past, when I took a job many years ago with cold calling, when I had never ever done cold calling in my life ever, the first time I cold called at my job, someone answered, and I immediately hung up. And that happened the first few times, and it sucked. Like, I just did not have or words to say. I did not know what to say when they picked up the phone. And eventually I started to get better to a point where I was sharing tips with others on my team at the company that I worked for. And I became so good at it, I started to really embrace that discomfort of cold calling. And the reason I'm sharing that example is, like, you could apply that to anything in your life, which is like embracing this discomfort, and it will suck so bad. And I think that's the most amazing, beautiful part of growing as a human being, developing a new skill, stepping into the discomfort zone, the zone where the most growth happens. So one thing that I want to come back to is, if you're doing something in life where it doesn't suck, then perhaps you're sticking to the status quo. You're not really growing, which is fine. Maybe that's not your goal in life at all. You're really content with where you are. But if you're trying to do something new, if you're going through a change, then it will suck. And if it sucks, that means you're doing something right. If it doesn't suck, then you're probably not changing. You're not growing. You're not growing as a human being. So if it sucks, that means you're doing something right, and keep doing that. And I'm saying that because that's what I'm trying to follow myself right now as I'm going through this tremendous change in my life. I hope you're watching. If there is one person that's watching this YouTube video, which I highly doubt, there's tons of YouTube videos on YouTube, and this probably comes across like the dullest video, which I know because it doesn't have any fancy graphics, special effects, animation. It's just some random dude that's speaking about his own journey. But if it's making it to you, if this is something that resonates with you, let me know, and I would love to hear your comments. Until my next video, have a wonderful day, and I hope if fixing sleep is one of the things you're trying to work on, maybe these tips, these habits that I am using for myself benefit you too. Thank you for watching if you are. Bye.